Lexus ZX Ninja, aka ZX Predator, coming at you with a, I guess, a vlog on a little issue I was having. I got Lex the Destroyer, Lexi, goes by many names, Lola's big sister. I noticed that the thermostat, or the bike was getting hot, and this is the old thermostat. Put a new one in the housing, but I'm actually logging the video for several reasons. One, I don't see installation videos outside of what I've seen in the forums. They don't have any pictures or a how-to. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm trying to show the thermostat housing. You see the frame where the battery is? It's kind of hard to get anything like really in there. So basically my first attempt to handle the thermostat replacement was to kind of, you know, wiggle my way and get into, like, you know, actually using the cell phone I get better angles, but it's really tight fitting. Now I'm using what's this? This is, I can't see it, 8mm that I used to open this initially, but I'm gonna do the best I can to kind of document, because camera girl is at her apartment, and I got to do this solo. But with that, I will say one thing I noticed about the 14, a lot of the stuff is accessible with the motor. This thing's freaking huge. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm gonna do, because I guess what I noticed, I didn't tighten the other side down enough, and the antifreeze was leaking. So I'm gonna, you know, kind of do like a repair. I'm gonna try and tighten it first, and if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna pull the whole housing out and do it correctly for you guys to see. So just stay tuned. Here's what I found success. Make sure, if you gotta take that ground off. Right now I am using 5.16. I'm able to tighten everything because the leak of the antifreeze is on that side, and I kind of saw the crease where it was on the 14. But the thermostat is changed, the new one, but it's just getting in here. It's a pain in the butt. I bought a joint to try and turn it, but it's like I'm not really finding a lot of favor here. So yeah, it's still a little loose, but it's like really in there, and it's just hard. So that's where my issue is. Once I get that, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That's I gotta get that sealed, you know. So that explains everything. But I'm doing the best I can. And you know, this, I hope this helps somebody else. It's a pain in the butt, but luckily I got my engine ice from Cycle Gear. I'm gonna continue trying to let me kind of show you using the neck joint. Okay, I'll get in there. Damn it, doing this with my left hand is like herp derp. Alright, 1 second. So it looks like holding it this way kind of works, but I can't record and turn it at the same time. My other ratchet set with the smaller one, which I'm pretty sure would have fit in there, I don't know where it is. It was in my bag of tools, but I'm working with what I have. But I think once I get that set, I can actually start the second phase of, you know, operation cool down. Because also here I'm gonna put the second fan. I'm gonna wire it up manually. It looks like it'll fit like right there, if you guys can see, because 14s tend to run a little warm from what I've been reading. But you know, just want to make sure I get everything to where I'm not doing any adverse damage to the engine, and you know, probably not got that oil change and everything, because I actually want to go riding tomorrow. But yeah, this is a monster, and it should be treated delicately so it can do its damage on the road. But like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to get my hand in there and hold it steady. So all right, YouTube, I'm back, and I had to go and pick this up. There's just no way these tools were gonna allow me to do what was needed. So as you can see here, this will get in there and fit nicely. And I can apply the pressure. You know what? I just wish that I had a guide, but this is to help out my zx14 guys who are trying to make some repairs. You see, now the gap is closing, if you can see. Alright, so I'm gonna, now that the thermostat is in there, I'm gonna tighten it up real good. I put gasket glue, like just on the outside, you know, mess with the innards. But I'm gonna tighten everything, and I'm gonna start up the bike, get it to optimum heat or temperature. But then again, the fan always kicks on, so I think that the prior owner did a bypass or something. But you know, I'm in better shape now, so we'll be back. I am extremely miffed right now. I had a very unfortunate setback. The good news is, that the thermostat is working. The bad news is, I had witnesses of Jehovah pay me a visit. Kind of scared me while I was actually putting the torque and the wrench, and popped the bolt. So now I got a half-lodged bolt inside of the thermostat housing, and it's looking like it's leaking a little bit. As you can see, the antifreeze is coming out of that little hole right here. I'm gonna take it as a sign God doesn't want me to ride the beast yet. There's a reason for all of it. So I'm going to just take it at that, and try to figure where I'm going to yeah, I gotta get another one of these. I gotta figure out how I can order another assembly, because this is gonna be a pain in the neck. I don't want to ride it like that. Well, actually, I can't ride it like that. I'm just like, what gives, man? Let me tell you. I was right there. I was all done, and then the thing freaking, like, literally, I don't know where I put the wrench, but they came up on me, and they said hi, and I went whoop, popped the bolt. I'm gonna see if I can get that thing out, but I am extremely pissed off right now. Like, that was not supposed to happen. Alright, let's see where we go. I'm gonna serve this as a part 1. If anybody has some suggestions as to what can be done with it, let me know. So this has been Alex Lexus ZX Predator ZX Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. There we go. The damn bolt. Let's see if I can get in there. Damn wires in the way. But now, if I can get that thing out, then I might be able to save this project. Thermostat, which is, I was thinking of taking the whole housing off. I'm gonna take some pliers and see if I can work some magic with it, because that's my only option at this point. But The Predator is still marching through. I'll probably run to Home Depot or Lowe's and pick up these bolts, the ones that stayed. And then not only that, I still have the neck bearings to do later today. Omar might stop by and help me out. And I bet you, I have my dog at the vet. They're gonna probably call while I'm knee deep in the middle of this. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. But let's march along. I think I'm gonna be switching my phone soon. This S6 64 gig isn't cutting it no more. But in any case, some good news. I was able to get that broken bulb out, and I was checking the thermostat and the housing. Nothing was broken on here. The aluminum seemed to have held up, and then all looks good in here. So now I'm good. I'm lucky. If all goes well, I'll be taking this out tomorrow. Also found why the fan kept kicking on. Looks like they hardwired this thing to one of the headlights. So when I turn the key, the fan kicks on. So the prior owner might have had a fan temperature switch issue. So I'm gonna actually investigate that to see what's going on with it, because if it was overheating before, the previous rider knew or didn't know how to work around with it. But just doing some inspection, you see the overflow got really like whoa. So I'm gonna drain that and then just bypass it back into I'm gonna have to work on this thing. But running to the hardware store, gonna get a couple of these, and I am in the hardware store. And just so y'all know, if you've never used one of these boards before, this will kind of give you a gauge as to what to pick up. Now I tried this bolt on, I guess, whatever was close, but on metric it looks like it's M5. So we're gonna make sure. See, it feels nice and smooth and snug. Alright, so it's M5 and 0.8. So we're gonna keep that, and then I'm gonna have kind of look for them here. Alright, M5 X 0.8. I got the replacement, but here's the thing, they didn't have the exact one, so I had to get washers. That's gonna kind of, but I'm only gonna use it on one side, but we'll see how it works out. But I have in hand, these are the Hillman, I don't want to get this copyright stuff, but yeah, those I made sure that they were double checked. These will fit in the Kawasaki housing. So if you're going to Lowe's, that's what you want to look for if you pop your bolt. So this time I'm not gonna pop any bolts. Alright, got the thermostat, checking the gasket. Alright, you see, like I was saying, this one is going to be a little different because they didn't have the exact head type, but the proper washer will take care of business. I'm thinking I might do all 4 of them like that, or just keep what was originally on the bike. So this I no longer need. Throw that to the wind. Okay, so I'm gonna, not to do the redundancies, but whatever I do record, I'll time lapse it. But I gotta at least get that before I start with the neck bearing replacement. I'll probably wait for Omar on that one, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I tell you, you have to have the little wrench right here, because that's gonna make life a lot easier. I was able to get this off in half the time, so just inspecting everything in here. Sometimes these wires get really annoying. Just take these and pinch them away. Alright, so Yeah, the reason this video is being made, there's none out there that I see. I'm wondering why is that. But you know, for the ZX forums and the Kali forums, take this video and use it to archive, to share the information with our brothers out there. Because some people, I don't know, we just have to do a video library of these repairs, because the owner's manual had the PDF and I was looking through it and it didn't really tell me much. You know, I needed some examples, so I'm gonna make this as an example for you guys. So once I do get everything, make sure you have the thermostat seated properly, because it's kind of hard to push it up in there like this and then try to bring the thermostat head housing over and bam. But yeah, this is how it should be sitting with the drain hole. I think it should be at the top if I remember correctly from the manual. So you want it just like that. Okay, drain hole top up. And I'm trying to find a way to get it to hold without me having to release it. But since I only have two hands, we'll be back when I do have this like seated in place, and then I'll start bolting it into sit. And I don't just want to randomly push it up there. But alright. The upper left corner, I'm going to put that to kind of hold in place. Just want to make sure that it's about 5. Once I put the far corners, the upper left and lower right, to kind of hold things in kind of perspective. But when I do get everything in there, I'm going to use my finger inside the thermostat housing to push it up as I'm securing it, so it's like on there perfect. So a little tidbit if you want to try it that way. And actually I was incorrect. I was reading, I guess, on this aftermarket thermostat, it's the other way around. So I had to put the drain hole in there going to the bottom to actually get to this pipe, which is over here, to get, you know, circulate. The thermostat is good, but I may be replacing the housing because there's a slight leak at the bottom, just like really light, but definitely gonna make some changes to it. It probably just got warped or so over time from the previous owner, but let's see if I can get in here. But yeah, new bolts, and I tighten them pretty good. This will hold me over until I purchase a new housing. I also took out that fan bypass switch and I put it right to the wiring harness. So I'm gonna take a couple of laps, try to warm Lex the Destroyer up, and see what my findings are. I'm not gonna record that ride. There's just gonna be like around the block and stuff. So I will be back in a little bit after the test ride and see if the thermostat replacement did the trick, and then you know, I should be okay to ride for tomorrow. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes in the future. To go ahead and start with Project Black, where turning the fairings into a more black theme to go with my Predator helmet and whatnot. I wanted the 14 black anyway, so this is like the beginning stages. I laid down the first coat of the primer slash gloss black finish. I'm gonna be doing a series of layers to get it nice and ripe, get that nice shiny look to it. But this is in addition to solving the issue with the overheating on the bike. The thermostat, everything is good. Topped off, flushed the radiator coolant because it had some residual from the old stuff. But you know, just wanted to have you guys take a look. But here in my backyard, I'm gonna bring the other fairings, nose fairings, and all the other stuff in a little bit.